Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to work with a document that has more than one artboard. Okay, so let's get right to it. Right now, I'm going to open a new document. So go on and click on Create New. And over here, I'm going to use the A4 document. And over here, I'm going to choose 6 artboards, for example. So let's hit Create. All right. So here we have a document that has 6 artboards in it. So now I'm going to teach you how to manage and work with a document with more than one artboard. So right now I have the Artboards panel right over here, as you can see. And if you don't have it, you can simply go to Window and click on Artboards. As you can see, it'll open. So now I want you to click on Artboards option. As you can see, its icon is right over here. So click on it and click on Rearrange all artboards. So go ahead and click on Rearrange all artboards, and a window pops up. And from here you can change how they are represented in here. Alright, so from here you can see the number of artboards that you currently have, which is 6 at the moment. And from the layout, you can change how they are shown in Illustrator. For example, you can change the number of rows, which is like this. Right now it is at 2, so let's change it to, I don't know, let's say 4 to see what happens when you do this. All right, so this is, we have 4 rows right now. So again, let's change it to 2, and now let's click on Grid by Row. So if you click on Grid by Row, you can change the columns. So let's say I'm going to choose 5 columns and hit OK to see what happens. And as you can see, now we have 4 columns. So again, let's go to Rearrange. You can either put them in a whole row or in one column. And I want to change this to 2. And spacing means the space between each artboard. And look at here, right now it is on 7.06 millimeters. So let's put it to, I don't know, 25, so that you can clearly see the changes. So let's hit OK. And as you can see, the spacing between artboards changed. So I'm going to put this to 10, and you can either change the layout orders, it either left to right or right to left. So here's all you need to know about arranging the artboards. And from here, the Arrange panel, you have your artboards. For example, you can, if you click on each one of these names, for example, Artboard 4, you can go to Artboard 4, and as you can see over here, let's zoom out. So this is Artboard 4, so let's click on it, and as you can see, it'll zoom in on your Artboard 4. You can either double click on it and change the name. For example, I'm gonna change this to Test 04, for example, and it'll change to test04. And if you don't want, for example, artboard number 3 is useless and you want to delete it, you can either click on it and you can click on artboard 3 and hit this button, delete artboard, to delete artboard number 3. And if you want a new artboard, you can click on this icon, or you can change, you can rearrange the order of artboards. For example, I'm going to put artboard 5 in place of artboard 1. So let's do that. You can easily hit on this up arrow key and change the order of artboards. Alright, so we're done with this panel. So let's zoom out and see what happens. So this is the artboard that we deleted. So if you want to navigate through artboards, you can either use the artboard panel and click on each and every one of them, or you can use the status bar over here and change the artboard. For example, I'm going to click on this one, so this is the exact same thing. So there's one other thing that I want to show you, but first let's close this this document. So let's hit close and open another document, for example this one. So let's say that I want to move or copy this artboard. So whether you want just the artboard or the artboard with the objects in it, and by that I mean these objects that are currently present in this artboard, you have the option to either copy or move only the artboard, or copy and move the artboard with the objects that are in it. So to do this, click on Artboard Tools from the Tools panel. Over here, click on Artboards tool. So now that you have selected the artboard tool, look over here. By default, this button is active, so go over it and see what it is. It is move or copy artwork with artboard. So if this button is active and, for example, you move the artboard, the elements that are in your artboard will move with it also. So let's try it. As you can see, if we move the artboard, the elements will move with it. And if you deactivate this button by clicking on it, so and now if you move the artboard, the elements won't move with it. So let's give it a try. And as you can see, look over here, it just moved the artboard, but the elements didn't move with it. And as you can see, like this, they're not moving with the artboard. So this is another thing that I wanted to show you, and I wanted you to know. So this might come in handy very often. So that is it. So guys, we're done with this lesson 2. So see you in the next one and have fun.